Yo, it's Team Rebirth again. This is Rich coming at you with another deck profile of my other deck that's pretty prevalent this meta. So let's just kick things off saying it's Bujins with the 3 Yamato, which is the main card of the deck. For those of you that don't know what it does, because you've been living under a rock, during your end phase you can, so it's Veiler proof, add a Bujin from your deck to your hand, then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. So it sets you up with your protection cards, which I'll show you now. Here's the first one, Mikazuchi, hand trap number 1. If a Bujin would be destroyed, well, when a Bujin is destroyed, so it can miss timing, you can special summon this from your hand. It's basically just to keep you with the Beast Warrior on the field and give you good presence. Like I said, these are Beast Warriors, so yeah. Going into hand trap number 2, we have your Bujin Crane, which is effectively honest, because it doubles the original attack of whatever Bujin you use it on during damage calculation. So
and it gets around other alterations to stats.
Yeah, it ignores tank, it ignores lance, all that. It just goes up to, say if it's on a Yamato, you go up to 36 attack. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's brilliant. It's just a brilliant hand trap. It shouldn't be rare in my opinion, but hey ho, Konami. 1 Bujingi Pavo. This is still in testing. I'm not sure how to feel about this yet. It's a good card, but we'll see how it goes. For those who have already noticed, I'm not playing Arasuda. I don't like Arasuda. I just don't think it's a very good card. Next up, 1 Bujingi Peacock, because Rota. It's a good card, but it's too much to play at 2 or 3 in my opinion. It's still good when you have it. You can search out like a Mikazuchi or a Crane, and then use Yamato's effect to get some more protection in the grave. Bujingi Hair, the first one of the beasts. When it's in the grave, you can banish it, target 1 Bujin. This turn it can't be destroyed by card effects or battle. And since that, it doesn't have to. You can chain it to anything basically. So if someone Booking Moons you and you've only got this engaged, you can banish it. They kill your thing, and you can Bujin Carnation next turn. This is the best card in the deck in my opinion. Bujingi Turtle.
No.
If something's targeted, negate it. Not negate the activation, just negate the effect. So if Zen Main's targets the Bujin, you negate Zen Main's effect and it's dead, and that effect is dead for the rest of the game as long as it's placed on the field. This thing is amazing. It shouldn't be common. And 1 Quilling. If you control the Bujin Beast Warrior, banish this, pop a face-up card your opponent controls. And because everything's light, honest. 3 Tenki into the spells. Search Yamato or Mikazuchi, whichever one you prefer. Came back to 3 this format to make Konami sell Bujins, and the deck's the most consistent it can be with this. Next up we have Bujin Carnation, Miracle Fusion for Bujins. Target a Bujin in grave and a banished Bujin, and special summon them both. Just remember that you can't control more than 1 Yamato or more than 1 Mikazuchi. Then you can only seize for Beasts, Beast Warriors, or Wing Beasts. So if you have like a banished Crane and a Crane engraved, you can make a 0-4 if you want, if that's the way you like to play things. Next up we have double MST, because no one likes back row. Triple Pot of Duality, because the deck doesn't special summon a whole lot. If you've got a Mikazuchi in hand and are scared of getting destroyed, you save this for main phase 2 obviously, because that's the clever thing to do. Just consistency. Next up we're going to the traps. 2 Sword. This is like Monster Reincarnation. Target a Bujin in your grave and add it to your hand, or target a banished Bujin and put it back in your grave. This is too sick. Bottomless, because bottomless is bottomless. Compulse, because compulse is compulse. Deprison, because there are times when you don't have the hand traps. It's rare, but it happens, and there are some things that you'd rather banish than get sent to grave. Fiendish Chains, because I love this card too much not to play it at 3. I think this is one of the best traps of the format, because it just stops a lot of things. If you're playing against Bujins, do this in the main phase when they activate Yamato and they can't get around it unless they actually keep the Lance in hand, if they play Lance, which I don't. I don't like Lance in the deck, but I play a few other techs. Next up, Mirror Force, because again, sometimes you don't have the hand traps, and mass removal is always good. Sorry about that, we're in a pub. Tech cards, mistake. I don't like the Bujin mirror match, so I want to win it. So I take these, and then they get the mat on the field. I flip this, and they can't do anything, and I kill it next turn. So on the warning, because it's warning, and Vanity's Emptiness, because this card is brilliant against. It's still good. Last format it was at its best, but this format is still good. So yeah. Going into the extra deck, Synchros 1. I side Veilers in this, so I can make this, and this thing batters Bujins. They can't do anything if this is on the field, it's stupid. 2 Susanoo, please mind them non-matching rarities. Gear Geigen X crossed with Laval Chain, so yeah. Add a Bujin to your hand or send one to grave. And it can attack all monsters your opponent controls once, so if your opponent has a full field, summon this and batter over everything. With Honest, this thing is game. Bujin Kagetsuchi, my stroke for Bujins. When it's summoned, mill 5, it gains 100 for each Bujin you mill. So you do want Bujin to the grave, so it's never a bad thing. If you've got a sword, you can get back any wing beast you mill. If you've got swords, you can get back pretty much anything. This thing is sick, it protects itself and other Bujins. So. Just saying, I'm gonna get a Tsukiyomi. I just haven't been able to get one yet since the set just came out. Tiger King, because Beast Warriors. Search out a Tenku. Paladynamo, because everything's light and you can negate things. So. Constellar Omega, because there are times when you don't have the answer to the back row, so you make this instead, and they just go, oh, I can't bottom this up. And you're like, yeah, deal with it. Maestro, because filler. There's nothing. If you can make this, you can use make Kagetsuchi as well. And this is just not as good as Kagetsuchi, but there you go. Capel Operative, because it still can do some things against rogue decks. Black Ship, because it still does things. Abyss Dweller, because screw Grave. Cowboy, because it's Cowboy. Diamond Direwolf, because it's amazing. You can pop your own Yamato or Mikazuchi and drop another Mikazuchi out your hand. It's so good. Silent Honor Arc, number 101. One of the new most busted exceeds in the game. Take an opponent's special summon monster and make it material, and because it's material, you can detach it and it won't be destroyed. It's too good, shouldn't be released, but it is, so I am going to get an Exit on tonight. Just haven't been able to yet because they're expensive as heck. I think the deck's great. I think it's going to be big in the format, and when we get new stuff, it's going to be even better. But, yeah, that's Bujins. Good game. Comment, rate, subscribe. Team Rebirth out.